Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Monday Momentum where I'm here to share a good word with you to start your week off right and help you get to the bag. Today, we're going to talk about finding the one thing that opens up the door to everything your heart desires. Listen, what if there's one thing that you can do that make everything else easier or unnecessary? That comes from the book, The One Thing by Gary Keller, that really helps us see that there's only one thing that we all truly need to be successful. And when you find that one thing can literally save you time, make you more money, make your path to career success easier, more fulfilling. It literally unlocks everything that you want to have and desire in your life, personally and professionally. And so I'm here to give you 3 to 5 tips to think deeper about the one thing that can make your life so much easier. And once you find that one thing, the clarity that you get out of that can skyrocket your success. So make sure you stay for those 5 tips. Listen, discover the one thing is the first step I want you to think about. It's all about finding something that feels like you're in flow. It feels natural to you. It's about being in deep reflection. Like, I know sometimes we don't want to take the time to think. And so maybe what we want to do is get somebody that can go on the journey with us. Maybe even a career counselor, a counselor like a therapist that does coaching, a great friend or confidant that's found some success. I want you to get clear and reflect deeply about the thing that you feel like you're great at. When you find the one thing, what I'm really helping you do is go in the direction of your superpower. This is the thing that comes naturally to you that doesn't come as natural to others. And when you are able to take that and really turn that into a vehicle for your leadership and career success, you will literally find everything that your heart desires easy to obtain. And I want to make that easier for you. And so when you get to this point where you're thinking, what is my natural gift? What is my natural talent? Think about the things that people said to you when they was like, hey, without you here doing this, this wouldn't have went like this. Or if people say something like, I really truly appreciate you because nobody's ever showed up for me like this or given something to me like this or helped me see something like this. When you get into that space, when you hear those type of comments, that's how you know it's exactly the direction that you're going. You're going in the right direction. All right. Now, the second thing that you need to do is narrow this thing down. Listen, the goal about this is to take the first step, discover that you have gifts. Now we need to prioritize the gifts. Every gift is not meant for us to use for life or leadership or career success. Some of them are just great for us to have that makes us unique and makes us a gifted person, but it's not the thing that we need to lean on the most. And so when I think about what I do, I lean on my maximizing gift the most. I literally see the potential in people. As soon as I meet people, I ask certain questions and I'm just intrigued by what they could be. And I really want to give them the steps to be able to make that happen. So I prioritize that number one strength and I really work on working that strength out the most. And so, what is that for you? If you can take that list of things that you say you're good at, because again, it's not about being great at everything, it's about being great at some things, and then narrowing it and prioritizing it down to what is the top thing that you feel like you're great at. And then once you do that, like what is the conduit that you want to use to be able to use that gift? And so, for me, I think deeper about being a professor, being a coach, being a speaker, and that's all about maximizing people. And so I'm able to flex that gift in all the different conduits that I've chosen or the vehicles that I've chosen. All right, now that brings us to step number 3, which is about positioning. And listen, you gotta position your gift, your one thing in a vehicle that makes you the expert, that makes you the go-to person. This is why I use social media in the way that I use it. This is why I speak on the topic that I speak on. This is why I teach on the topics that I teach on. This is why I coach on the topics that I coach on, because they all are going in the same direction and it positions me as the expert. And so, unfortunately, if you're trying to go deeper into business, but right now you're only working in social work or nonprofits, that's not going to position you in the way that you want to be positioned, or even vice versa. If you want to get in nonprofits, but you're working in business, it's not going to position you the same. And so you need to position yourself, and that means that you need to align yourself with people who are doing something that you want to do, or using the gift in the way that you want to use it. You got to be close to those people. It's all about proximity when you're getting to this level. And so how are you getting closer to people that are using the gift in the ways that you want to use it, or with people that you want to use your gift with? Those are the ways that you break down that last step. The next step, what I need you to think about, is how do you build a career around the one thing? And this is where you find specific roles. At the end of the day, you can't just say, all right, I'm going to position myself in an industry. To really be anchored in the industry, you need to have a role that serves the industry. So I'm a teacher in education. That's why I get a chance to work with colleges, universities, K-12 schools, is because I am a professor that works in the College of Education. And I also teach students who are working in education. And I work with students in education. I get a chance to really validate and show credibility in a role. And so you need to find a role, whether that's business management, whether that's nonprofit leadership, whether that's healthcare leadership, hospital leadership, that's entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you want to do. You got to think about, how do you get into a role that shows that you are gifted and talented at this industry? When you can do that, you can then start to refine the one thing specifically for that industry. So now that you can show maximum value. Now, the last tip I got for you is you need to leverage your one thing. And so now you probably found me on social media. And so when you look at your social media, is it leveraging your one thing? Is it helping you see yourself through the lens of the gifts that you have, the talents that you have? Or is it just social media? What is your messaging? How do you share your messaging in interviews, networking opportunities? How do you introduce yourself? This is why I do clarity coaching. And this is good. If this video is helping, make sure that you like, you share, and subscribe, so you can make sure you get all of the content that I'm putting out every week, to make sure that you're getting clear in your purpose, your vision, your mission, because I know that you want to impact lives. That's why you're watching this video. But at the same time, you got to get clear. And that's why I do clarity coaching. And so that you can know exactly how to articulate your impact, so you can gain buy-in. Because what people do is they have these long paragraphs about what they do. Nobody's listening. Nobody cares. Tell me what you do in one sentence. Can you do that? That's when you're clear. And so I want to make sure that you're leveraging the one thing, so you can attract all the opportunities that's meant for you. You attract all the right people that's meant for you. You attract all the right mentors and clients and industries that's meant for you. You have everything that you need, but you got to be clear on what it is that you want and how you're going to get there. That's what clarity and coaching helps you with. And so if you're interested, make sure that you email me, info@drdarmayweather.com. And so listen, I'm going to make sure I wrap this thing up. Discover your one thing is the first step. Then making sure you're narrowing it down, then positioning yourself so you can be an expert using the one thing, and then build your career around the one thing. And then, of course, leveraging some messaging around the one thing to make people attracted to you as the go-to expert. And so if this was good, again, I want to make sure that you like, you share, and you subscribe. Don't waste another day trying to follow the crowd. You were born as you because you were born to stand out uniquely. And so believe in that. Don't compare yourself to others. That's the trap. And that's why you stay in the cycle of not knowing. It's because you want to be somebody else, but you were only meant to be you. And so if this was good, again, like, share, and subscribe. Again, I'm Dr. Dar Mayweather. I'm here every Monday to share a good word with you to start your week off right. Today, we talked about finding the one thing to help you find leadership and career success. I hope you loved it. And again, of course, as always, keep doing the good work.